You don't believe what's true, you only believe what's easy. That's why I can make you feel like a complete failure or the most capable person alive, just by asking one simple question and changing a single number. We judge ourselves not by reality, but by how easily we can recall proof. If something comes to mind quickly, it feels true. If we struggle to find examples, we assume it's not. Now, if I ask you to recall 6 moments when you felt truly proud of yourself, you'll do it with ease. Your brain barely has to work, so it assumes you are amazing. But change that number to 12, and suddenly you struggle. Your brain works overtime, and because recalling proof is so difficult, it concludes that you are not that great after all. This works for almost anything. Even a terrible teacher who asked the class to write down 15 criticisms will end up looking great, because finding that many flaws is hard. But if he asked for 15 positive traits, the class would struggle, and their brains would conclude he must be a bad teacher. Everything everyone does is guided by ego. When something attacks your ego, you become defensive. When something strokes your ego, you start to listen. This is what most people do wrong. When they want someone to change their behavior, they attack them directly. You never have time for me. You work too much. You're always playing video games. But this approach backfires. They feel attacked, they resist, and they end up doing it even more. If you truly want change, you need to stroke their ego first. Compliment them exactly where their ego craves validation, then subtly introduce your request. For example, you're such a capable, intelligent person. Why spend so much time playing video games when you could achieve so many great things? Now their ego is fed. They feel seen, they start to listen. And suddenly, they're far more likely to actually stop playing. Everyone wins. They feel validated, you get what you want, no one loses. So, why doesn't everyone do this? Because your ego won't let you. And that's exactly what needs to change if you ever want to get what you truly desire. The biggest lie you tell yourself is that you act autonomously. The more you believe this, the easier you are to manipulate. Because, like everyone else, you are a slave of dopamine. There is a fundamental rule of the universe. Rewarded behavior will be repeated. Children who stay quiet in class get better grades. A few years later, only a handful of students ever interrupt a lesson. By the time they reach university, that number drops to almost 0. This is simple conditioning.
The easiest way to make someone do what you want, therefore, is reward the behavior you like, punish the behavior you don't. Over time, punished thoughts won't even enter their mind, while rewarded ones will become second nature. Think about the media you consume. What opinions get praised, what narratives are pushed, what kind of beliefs make you feel smart, moral, or part of the good side. Every time you repeat a certain viewpoint, you get rewarded. Likes, approval, a sense of belonging, and attention. Every time you question it, you feel pushback, ridicule, exclusion, silence. Over time, your mind adapts. You start believing not because it's true, but because it's safe.